Yo, what's up, my party people? It's your boy Darshaun Smith back again for another episode of the Positivity Hour. And in today's episode, as I adjust the gain on my mic a little bit so you can hear me a little bit more, we're going to be talking about three main topics, okay? The first of which is just, how you need to make your worst days compared to others. Two, the state of the world right now and just, why you shouldn't actually compare yourself to others. And then three, in the most important point that we're going to talk about today, and it's actually the screenshot in which was on the thumbnail. If you want something bad enough, you're going to make it happen no matter what. So those are the three things we're going to talk about today. I don't have like a title yet for that. Obviously you've already seen it, but like I said, I just came up with the topics and just wanted to click record and figure it out as we go, as the literal screenshot of the thumbnail says to do. Okay, but yeah, like I said, or like I didn't say it, now I'm saying now, I'm Darshaun Smith, your host of the Positivity Hour. This is episode 137, and today I just wanted to utilize that technique where I just hop straight into the content and introduce myself later. So yeah, all that being said, life has been all over the place recently, man. Like don't get it twisted. I think, like, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, I think in that last post, some people thought I was about to delete myself from this world. I was like, oh my God, like it's not that deep. I just said I wasn't feeling too good about myself and where I was at in life. But I got a lot to live for, what I'm saying? I got a lot of good things going for me in my life, and I'm really grateful when it comes to a lot of these things out here. But I also just acknowledge the simple fact that life ain't easy. What I'm saying? Life is pretty fair, I would say, at times. There's times where it can be unfair, but at the end of the day, like I said, like if you want it bad enough, like you gonna make something happen. What I'm saying? Like it started with the bus boycott back in the day, and then mud truckers had to lose their life or whatever for some change. I'm saying? If you want it bad enough, you're gonna do what needs to be done. And I was talking about the civil rights era of America right there, for all the foreign folk and anyone who doesn't know history, I guess. Yeah, like I said, if you want it bad enough, you're gonna do what you got to do to make it happen at the end of the day. Whether that's making sure we got equality out here, we're not being so openly racist, or hanging strange fruit from the tree, if you get the analogy. Okay, I say that to say that yeah, outside of that, life has just been crazy. I think I'll also put a screenshot up, like right here, of some art I made the other day. It's not a screenshot, it's a picture actually, of some art I made yesterday, and it pretty much sums up like this last month or two how I've been feeling. The white circle is like me, and this is me describing it for the people who are listening. The white circle is like me trying to block out all of the everything else, the color, the noise, the the do this, the go there, the if you do this that'll happen, go to jail, you loser, this and that, all of the noise, and just trying to find pure intentions, or find tranquility, trying to find peace. This is really what inspired the second talking point for today, the state of the world right now, because it's all over the place. What I'm saying? But yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. I want to talk about the first point first. So in short, I'm good, I'm chilling, I'm not gonna delete myself from this world. Okay, life is just really hard sometimes, and it gets to me like it gets to everyone else. Okay, I mostly just posted that on Instagram just to go against the wave and just show folks that I'm human, one, and then two, Instagram ain't supposed to just be a highlight reel. What I'm saying? I post the ups and the downs. I just happen to have more ups than downs, but I do have downs. What I'm saying? So all that said, 4 minutes in so far, probably 5.5 with the intro. Not 5.5, 4.5, but you get the point. Let's talk about the first talking point. Okay. First talking point here. Make your worst day better than the next person's best day. Okay. You wanna be surprised on who told me this wise fact? Andrew Tate. Okay, and a whole bunch of other people. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I think that is absolute BS. Okay, sometimes you just need to have a bad day, or sometimes you really just need to have a day where like productive things ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Go see the podcast episode 2 weeks ago for that. I say all that to say though that this is very true, and just being very objective about the world. Like, the real people don't care about your feelings. You know, the company that your website is hosted on don't care about how much business you're doing. They want that check for your website to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on. Okay, I only gave you 2 examples right there. You know what I'm saying? Like your little daughter. You know, to all the dudes and the women and that whatever you identify as out there with the kids. Your daughter or whatever still want that new Barbie. Okay, she want that new Taylor Swift album. You can't provide it. Well, shoot, they don't care about that. They want that though. You know what I'm saying? So like, I say all that to say that, like, you know, we all go through adversity out here. You know what I'm saying? We all have our up days. We all have our down days. And we all have days where we just wish like things were a little different. Like we didn't partake in this situation or go there or do this or what have you. But the key points that a lot of us miss is that if you take an off day, you still need to catch up that time somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get a paid vacation or something like that, you still gonna have to make that money to meet those bills. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like doing that today. Well, you're gonna have to do it tomorrow, and you're probably gonna have to do that on top of what you were supposed to do tomorrow anyways. So you might as well just do it today, okay? And that's why, you know, certain folks out here, like the aforementioned Andrew Tate, once said that, hey, it's okay to have a bad day, okay? I'm not saying you're gonna be 100% every day. You could be darn near 50% one day, okay? Not even that, 20%. You just got to make sure that 20% is outperforming your competition still. You know what I'm saying? So you're still making money. You're still being able to go see your family at night and, you know, be a present, you know, father or mother or whatever you want to say, or just go be a big brother or big sister or whatever. Like, you still want to allow yourself the time and freedom to actually, you know, go live life. You know what I'm saying? Go take that vacation. Go literally take time off and still make money in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do these things that even if you're taking some time off or you're having a bad day, that your day is not better than the rest, okay? Or what have you. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that light off. I'm really liking this lighting setting. The 4 lights, or 3 now, because I turned that one light off. I need to low-key dim this one light. There we go. Yeah, I felt like my face was peeking a little bit right there. But I say all that to say, make your worst day better than the next person's best day. And even when I wasn't having like a mental breakdown or anything. I was just like driving in my car because I was so frustrated with like how my business was going and like all of this back end stuff and making sure these contracts are all right and, you know, uploading all of these pictures to like make the templates and things in that and figuring out the marketing strategy and things of that nature. Like I was very, very productive still, but like, you know, my head's hurting. I'm frustrated. I'm, you know, not liking the process 100%. And I just went on a drive and I was just thinking like, wow, like what is my life right now? Like, what is this? Like, am I happy with this? And I was just asking myself the big question. So once again, like, what do I want? Like, is this actually what I wanted to do when I said I wanted to do this, you know, a few months ago, a year ago, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, yeah, you know, that's why I'm still doing it. You know, maybe I just needed some sleep. Okay. Maybe I just needed, to close my laptop for that day because I understood that I've been looking at the same stuff for so long that it was best for me just to attack it a different day and go do something else productive, you know? Like, this is getting more in towards the second point of this, but I'll end this, you know, 1.5 point, okay? This could be its own podcast episode in and of itself, and it's going to be. I'm going to write it down right now so it can be the next one, but it's about procrastination. And yes, there will just be silence there, no cut, because I'm like that. I say that to say that procrastination is real, but my definition of procrastination is just you doing what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. Okay, So when I procrastinate something, like I was just mentioning, from making these templates or these contracts, or making sure that, like, my copyright stuff is good, or the ownership of the content I'm creating, or just like legitimate stuff I really need to figure out, like from the business perspective. Like when I'm not thinking about that properly, or like my head's hurting, or I've hit a roadblock. Some may say it's procrastinating because you're not doing what task you said you would be doing. So I went on a drive instead. But like that drive was still productive in my opinion, because it allowed me to like self-evaluate myself, my situation, how I was feeling about myself, and it wasn't good. But because of that, I knew I needed to change something. And, I made some art, did some other stuff, I'm saying, that I needed to do on the back end, and really just, did what I needed to do in the moment. So was it procrastination? To some, hell yeah, okay. But to others, like to me, no. I just did what I needed to do. I did what I wanted to do in the moment instead of what I said I would do, okay? So was I procrastinating? No, I just did what I thought was a better use of my time. So I say all that to say that I'll expand on that, I'll expand on that in a later episode, maybe the next one, but look alive. The second topic I want to talk about today is the state of the world right now, and what I think, perfectly sums it up. So remember that picture I spray painted the other day, and I showed you in the earlier part of this episode? You can add it here, Darshaun, as well. Yeah, that's pretty much the world. Okay, I haven't fully thought about the whole analogy of that, but the world, like, just don't think about the white circle in the middle. Just think about all of the surrounding paint colors and things of that nature. That's about it. There's just so much noise out here. And I think this is one of the biggest things that like gets all of us to some degree, and it gets me a lot. And this is why, like, I don't scroll Instagram too much. I don't scroll YouTube too much. I say that, and I probably scroll YouTube an hour a day or something like that, but I don't scroll it too much. I don't scroll like these online apps, the news, the TV, literally sometimes I've been listening to music when I walk places more, just so like I don't have to listen to the stuff people are saying around me. You know what I'm saying? I just sometimes I just put the headphones in just so the world is quieter. Like there's just so much noise out here in this world that it really is distracting you from what is actually going on. Like the Matrix is very real, not to get all Andrew Tatey on you again, but because I'm just saying, like, that analogy though of the Matrix and the rat race and everything, this reminds me of a second video topic that we need to talk about, which is the new modern rat race, being an entrepreneur. Let me write this down real quick. Rat race, entrepreneur. All right. But yeah, no, the rat race, the Matrix, it's designed to keep you where you're at. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why when I felt how I felt like 2 days ago about like, having to remind myself that it's okay to have an off day. You just need to make your worst day better than the next person's best day. You know what I'm saying? Is because like, yo, there's just so much noise out here, and it just makes you like question yourself. It makes you like try and think about what you're doing in a negative way or this or that, and it's just like there's just so much going on, to the point where it's like you just get discouraged and you just fall in line, you know what I'm saying, and you just don't do anything that you actually want to do. You don't live your dreams, goals, and aspirations. You don't spend time with your family like you're supposed to. You don't stay connected to those people who care about you, and you don't actually try to level up and become your best self. That could mean be making more money. That could mean just like I said, establishing better connections with folks. Could be family, could be friends, could be networking, could be business, could be something else, you know what I'm saying? But because of this noise and really just the highlight reel that we see every day on Instagram, and the highlight reel and the just falsities that are sold to us through the advertisements we see every day, like there's just it's discouraging, and it's really by design. So you just get a job, you spend all your money instantly on this or that, and then you're just stuck, and then you're working to the day you die, making a Jeff Bezos, or making a Elon Musk, or making a Warren Buffett, or even me with my stock portfolio. I say that like it's huge, but it's not. But hey, I own 5 shares of Coca-Cola, okay? But you keep buying Coke. You're paying my dividends right now, okay? I say all that to say, like, you're just making all of the bourgeoisie class, wealthier out here, and you're really just keeping yourself stuck in a vicious cycle of poverty, and most importantly, just not goodenisms. I just made that up right now. I'm kind of winging this one, okay? I wrote the topic down, and we're just figuring it out, okay? Remember the thumbnail? Yeah, we're just figuring it out right now. So I say all that to say that the state of the world is all over the place. It's a rambunctious little thing, and there's so many people have something to say. Literally, me right now talking about this is yet another angle or perspective for you to potentially listen to and feel some type of way about. But, like I said, this is the Positivity Hour. I'm always trying to provide a positive outlook, be very realistic, and if anything, just give you some sauce so you can really make it to the other side. Because no one's perfect. Not even Andrew Tate, not God, you know what I'm saying? Not whoever you think out here, okay? Everyone has a flaw to some degree, and we just have to learn how to accept that, but most importantly, how to deal with it and then keep moving forward, okay? Like, when you're having a bad day, like, what can you do to still make today, worth achieving your dreams, goals, and aspirations? Like, what can you do to, stand out from the crowd? How can you actively listen to that person better? Like, how can you silence the haters or what have you from achieving your dreams, goals, and aspirations? Because the second you give up, like, they won, you know what I'm saying? So just keep moving forward, okay? That's the gist of the second point. And for the third point and the last point I want to talk about here is, like I said, once again, the screenshot that was the thumbnail. If you want something bad enough, you're gonna make it happen, okay? I think I haven't looked at it yet, but I know I screenshotted it on my phone. But it's like the amount of times you say, like, F it, I'll figure it out, and just make it happen along the way, like, is directly proportional to the amount of success you're gonna have in life. Like, I think that is very real, and don't get it twisted. Like, this is in line with the fake it till you make it concept, and there's nothing wrong with faking it till you make it, but there's 2 parts to this. Like, one, if you're faking it till you make it, if you're faking it, technically you are doing it, so you made it already. But then also, if you don't want to look at it like that, faking it till you make it is kind of like a finesse if you don't actually make it one day, because, like, then you're just faking it. And it's like, what's the point? You're not even living the lifestyle you want to live. You're not doing what you said you would be doing to the status or the level or whatever that you said you would be doing it at. So, like, did you actually even make it? You know what I'm saying? Are you even successfully faking it? As I always say, there becomes a point where, like, in the fake it till you make it scheme, in which you actually have to make it. You actually have to live up to the words you put out into the world. You actually have to, go above and beyond and separate yourself from the pack and do something to leave a legacy out here. And I think this is a good thing. But, thinking about this is also yet again just another mechanism for point 2, which is just more noise for the world. We get so worked up in, like, our legacy and what we're leaving behind and who we need to bring with us, and how we expect it to get to the top and this and that. And it's just like we discourage ourselves because, like, and I said this week with my roommate that, like, full entrepreneur mode, like, that's what I'm doing right now with this podcast and the production company and this and that. Like, full entrepreneur mode is way harder than I thought it would be. Like, I knew it was going to be a freaking grind already, okay? And I didn't know everything, but I said, F it, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll figure it out. But it's way harder than you think, because there's so many layers to it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's on you to not get discouraged out here. And yes, like, you have to be a little bit crazy, okay? You have to actually be freaking insane to do some of the things you need to do to become successful in this world. Whether it's, like I said, for the point 1, making your worst day when like someone just died in your family, or some traumatic experience, like you're broke now, or this or that, or whatever you could think that's really bad, still showing up on that day when everything ain't going right and still making it happen, like you have to be insane for that, okay? And I've had moments like that throughout my life. That's why I know I can do this, because when I had some traumatic experiences, I still showed up and passed that test, you know what I'm saying? Literally. I'm not gonna get into the details, but I literally have done these things already in my life. So that's why I know, like, I'm crazy enough to do that. But you got to be insane as well, because everyone's faking it till they make it out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, like, who are really like that, they are established until they get to like a certain point. But then if they want to progress even further, like if you want to go from just a top level, analyst in your business company, or a top level video editor or something like that, and you want to go start doing, working at, investment banks, or, Hollywood movies, like those are kind of different skill sets. You're gonna have to sell yourself a little bit, up yourself a little bit higher than you probably are. Fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? But if you, because like I said, if you really want something, you're gonna figure it out. But like, don't get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Don't not be insane about what you're doing in this life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have bad days. You're gonna feel like trash. You're gonna not feel like any of this is worth it, and you probably should just go, get a normal job, or whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the Matrix tells you that is, and just forget about your dreams. Get the salary. Just never do anything special in this world. But at the end of the day, life is truly what you make it, my party people. And I'm here as a testament just to say that, life ain't easy. Life is so incredibly hard, and it's sometimes it's fair. It's sometimes it's not fair. And ultimately, at the end of the day, life is like a glass, okay? You have two choices in life. You could choose to look at this as a glass half full or a glass half empty, okay? And I choose glass half full every day, okay? Stay positive, my party people. Keep moving forward, and best believe that it's only gonna get harder. The more technology we get, the more people have access to information, and the more easy it is for folks to share their opinion, like myself right now, the more noise there's going to be out there, the more highlight reels of influencers and this and that you're going to see, that are going to discourage you from loving your body, or loving yourself, or what you're doing, or your business, or your hobby, or your family, your dog, like whatever. Like, you just got to do you and keep moving forward, okay? It's been your boy Darshaun Smith, aka the Positivity God, also known as Senor Positivo, and Big D, exclusively on this podcast. And 23 minutes or so in, it's been a real one. This is definitely a really good episode. Okay, thanks for tuning in if you made it this far. Like I said, next episodes you could look forward to our episode about procrastination, and then most importantly, my thoughts about being an entrepreneur, and how being an entrepreneur is a rat race in and of itself. And that's why, like, people like Robert Kiyosaki say, once you do the whole like rat race thing in the entrepreneur field, I'm obviously paraphrasing, you got to get to that investor side as fast as possible, so you're no longer selling even more of your time for money, but you're leveraging your money and other people's time to make you more money. So look alive for that. And drop any comment suggestions or anything you have in the comment section below, and let me know what you thought about this. Give me an honest review rating, and let me know your thoughts. Like, do you get discouraged? Okay, because I get discouraged all the time, but I just say, hey, it's okay, and just keep moving forward. Pick that camera up again and take more pictures, take more videos. That's what I'm doing right now. I literally turned the camera on before I even knew what I was gonna say. Okay, let's make it happen. Make sure you like, subscribe, unsubscribe, hey, comment, follow, unfollow, share, report. I don't care what you do. Just make sure you do something for the YouTube algorithm. And we out. Woo! Goodbye. Bonk.